Let's go.
Welcome back to episode 32 of Shenanigans. A lot has happened. I drafted 3 teams, and I got another team to draft today, and then I have another team for my league that I got to draft on Tuesday, or no, it's Wednesday, not Tuesday.
You got 5?
What the fuck?
I think we lost Caleb.
What the fuck? You didn't lose me. My mic cut out for some fucking reason. I don't know what happened. Holy shit.
I thought you got sucked into the void.
No, my mic has a plug that plugs into the back of it, and it's super loose, and if you move it just once, it'll disconnect it. That's what happened. I was like, no.
Dude, scrolling on, hell yeah. I'm just scrolling on some of these games. One game got canceled for some reason. Drake versus Quincy. Week 1, Drake is nowhere to be seen after Kendrick, I guess. But Stephen F. Austin University blew out North American or whatever for 77-0. I love college ball for that, bro. There's so many blowouts.
College ball, there were a lot of blowouts. They had some interesting games on yesterday. Fucking WCU scored 21 points against NC State. I'm not really too surprised. NC State won, though, 38-21. Now, that was Thursday. Damn. This is recapping all of it. Kansas beat Lindenwood 48-3. Kansas with a good start. Number 11 ranked Missouri coming out the gate, beating Murray State 51-0. Utah beating Southern Utah 49-0. Not surprised there. Let's see, getting to the interesting kind of games. A game that was supposed to be interesting was Georgia versus Clemson. It was 6-0 at halftime, and then it was even like fucking 13-3 or like 10-3 on a drive in the third quarter, and it looked like Clemson was gonna like make it interesting, come back and tie it, but no, he just threw a fucking interception, and then Georgia kept doing Georgia's thing and scoring. I'm not surprised, but they thrashed Clemson 34-3. Penn State came out and looked very impressive against West Virginia. West Virginia is no scrub, but, I mean, they're no fucking top dog. So, I mean, they should have beaten West Virginia, but they beat West Virginia pretty good, 34-12. Aller, their quarterback, was showing a lot of great plays. And this one dude, Harrison Wallace, I think his name was, he caught 2 touchdown passes. That dude was fucking beasting on them. And then Iowa, with a new offense, can score over 25 points. They beat Illinois State 40-0. They did something. They scored 3 they had 3 passing touchdowns in a single game or some shit. And, like, within the last 2 years, they've only had, like, 4 wide receivers actually catch a touchdown pass in a season. So, what a complete turnaround for Iowa's offense. It probably won't be a complete turnaround for the season, but it's nice to see they can at least score on Illinois State. Tennessee, Nico Iamaleava, I think that's how you say his name.
Hello, let's go Vols. I'm riding with Tennessee. Like, I like a few schools. I like Virginia Tech and UNC because Hokies and Tar Heels, but also like Tennessee. I love them so much, man. And
got
fucking
2 ACC teams.
Squirrel White barely
And
got
SEC.
anything.
I like Squirrel.
He got like 2 catches, dude. It's like I didn't watch the game, but
Well,
I was out playing Pokemon Go. I won't lie.
Well, they're playing Chattanooga.
Yeah. When we have a good game, I'll probably watch that.
And that makes
But
sense.
Nico, I know he's good. He's nice.
Yeah, 69-3, showing off already, with 3 touchdowns in his first performance.
Let's talk about Colorado, my boy.
Oh, Colorado, about how they're
Travis Hunter?
fucking, about how embarrassing they fucking are, and how close of a game that was to North Dakota State, a fucking FCS team.
Yeah, but like, did you see Travis Hunter played one? He only missed 1 snap.
I saw that because Travis Hunter is the only fucking player worth a fuck on that goddamn team. I'm over-exaggerating like hell because there's definitely some more NFL talent on the team than just Travis. But Travis Hunter is the only player worth a fuck on that team that I see. He's the only reason they're winning. He's the only reason they fucking won that game against North Dakota State. Colorado's not going to be special again this year. Colorado will
I'm
not be
very
making the
excited for the
playoffs.
I'm really excited for the Sanders to get drafted though, and like all those players, so that we can have more uh, Deion Sanders drama in the NFL. That'll be good.
Great. More
He'll be
Deion
like
Sanders.
Mahomes
I like
Senior.
I like Deion Sanders though. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking, you got Texas coming out. Quinn Ewers playing his first snaps. 52-0 Colorado State. That reminds me of 2 years ago. Michigan's opener was against Colorado State, and I think we also won 52-0. So what it looks like is Texas. It looks like you're about a year off from a national championship because the year we beat Colorado State 52-0 in the second season opener, we lost to TCU and we had to wait another year. So next year's
Elon
charm,
is
Texas.
do you know who Elon or it says Duke versus Elon.
Duke versus who?
Elon. ELON like Musk.
Duke.
I have no idea.
There are a bunch of.
Duke versus Elon was 26-3. Like what? I didn't know he had a university.
Well, I'm not surprised they
So
didn't.
Jordan Peterson is going to have a university.
Good lord. Next thing we need is that fucking dumbass teaching our kids.
I don't think he's. I think it's like a alpha male type of university or something like that.
He's fucking weird. He says some things that I agree with, and then, but majority of it, I'm just like, what are you saying, bro? But anyways.
Jordan Peterson?
Yes.
Yeah, he was on this show called Kill Tony, and there was a guy on there making fun of him. He was like, well, you know. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if I could do an impression of him, but
he can be funny
Georgia,
sometimes. His voice is very interesting.
Who are some standout quarterbacks coming into the league now? Let's do some early scouting, huh? Who do you think's anyone that showed off?
Cam Ward from Miami.
Film?
Because I didn't even get to that game yet. That was a game that was supposed to be played. Well, it was played. It was a thrashing. Miami just came out and whooped the shit out of them. Like, on their first drive, I was like, wow, Cam Ward looked good. Cam Ward was a transfer. He's a senior. He's probably going to be like a third-round pick, at least now. Like, if he plays up to his potential and he plays good for Miami, I could see him moving up to second-round or even first-round pick. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, Cam Ward looks promising, looks good. And that Miami actually looks promising for once in their fucking last, 10 years. So.
Did you guys play yet?
Yeah, we played.
Did Michigan? Oh.
Yeah, we played.
You didn't say anything to me, really.
Yeah, it was kind of a sad game to watch. Not defense,
Why?
not the defensive side. We fucking crushed on defense, but it was a little fun. It was weird, after being spoiled with J.J. McCarthy for the last 3 years and Blake Corum, the offense struggled a little bit. I'm also not surprised because we played Fresno State and we played Texas the week after, and this has been a thing we've done. We kind of play vanilla and play a little shitty sometimes and take some of our players out. If we're playing a team like Fresno State, if the week after, we're playing a big team like Texas. So we don't try and fucking show them anything on their playbook on game night, or on our playbook on game night, so we can open it up on them and surprise them and shit. But still, watching them get used to each other for the first half was a little fucking rough, man, and Davis Warren threw an interception. They didn't have Orgy out there enough. Orgy threw a touchdown pass on a little run out, and then he threw it to the fucking running back. But Orgy had a couple of runs. Orgy looked really good. Orgy looked good for the snaps he was in. Warren looks to be, he's a very accurate thrower, but he just needs some fucking work, man. He had some overthrows, some underthrows. He needs to work on it a little bit, and I just need to see a little more from him. I was hoping to see Orgy start. I think Warren's starting for Texas. I'm kind of worried about that, but hopefully he shuts me the fuck up. I'm still supportive of him, but I'm Orgy gang. But Second half,
Gang.
yeah. Second half of was better. Our like I said, our defense was crushing the entire fucking game. Josiah Stewart, all of them motherfuckers, Mason Graham, everyone at the front line. You got Houseman, you got a bunch of dudes who I'm just can't think of right now, but they fucking dominated defense. Of course, Will Johnson with basically the ceiling play. He had a fucking like a 83-yard pick six at the end of the game to make it the final score, which was 30-10. But yeah, man, Will Johnson is the best corner in football, in college football. He's
Well, who
projected.
just made that one catch? You know that interception that's going viral right now? Who just did that?
I don't know, but I've
One-handed.
seen it before. I know what you're talking about. I know it. That was a crazy fucking interception. I know that.
Like a
Well,
backwards jumping one-handed
yeah, that
behind the
was
back.
That was crazy. Will Johnson's wasn't as crazy. Will Johnson's was very impressive. It's because he like sniffed out the pass. Like I think they were. I don't know what they were doing. They were doing some kind of screen pass because Will Johnson just fucking came out, ran straight through the line of scrimmage and just fucking caught the ball like nothing, and then just went straight back to their end zone. Will Johnson is the best corner and also arguably the best defensive player in college football, and that is not even a bias. You could ask anybody, and they think the same thing. This man, Will Johnson, is a top 5 projected pick as of right now. So, shitty
That's what I
teams
was saying.
get looking for Will Johnson.
Look at a few things. Did you see Arch Manning make that one play that's going viral?
I did.
That's kind of like, what do you think he'll be like? You think, what's he, like a sophomore or a freshman?
I think he's a red. I think he redshirted last year, so he might be a freshman now. But if not, he's a sophomore.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, there was good awareness in that one play. I'm looking at the Tennessee game. I think it's James Pierce Jr. Right? He's our D line guy. Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. I don't think he got a sack or anything in that game, which sucks. But yeah, I watched a mock draft that said he was going to be a top pick as well. So maybe
I see people
both
saying
of
he's
our
going to
guys
be
will-
number 1.
Well, maybe my guy will be number 1. So
No, not. I'm not talking about Will Johnson going number 1. I don't think corners go 1. I think Will Johnson, if he goes somewhere, it'll probably be like 3, 4, 5. But like I think Pierce is gonna go 1. I've heard a lot of him going at 1.
if you could redraft the I think it was the 2022 draft, you would take Sauce first
Most likely,
over
yeah.
Hutchinson.
Oh yeah, I agreed, but it also depends on your need as well. But I get what you mean.
True, but yeah. I don't know.
Hutchinson fucking is clear. Well, I mean, obviously Sauce is a clear number 1. Sauce is a generational fucking talent. I think Aiden is too, but he's just getting into it. His stats don't. He's like Aiden is a player who has like stats where you're like, oh, those are good stats, but he still plays better than his stats.
Yeah, he's a good player. It's just like
He's
not Micah.
he's clearly the second best defensive player from that draft. I don't know anyone else
Yeah.
I'd take number 2 over him.
Stingley probably. I don't know.
Stingley is good.
Stingley took a year to be good too, because his first year he wasn't good.
No, Stingley's
Which-
killing it now.
It's interesting.
And
Yeah.
I didn't have much to talk about left with college football for real, but I had a couple more games. Fucking Alabama first
I am excited
game.
for tonight.
Oh, me too. Alabama
Louisiana
first
LSU
game
versus
back.
USC is. Go ahead.
Kalen DeBoer. Nick Saban was watching the game from the stands, and they thrashed Western Kentucky University 63-0. So, it's Western Kentucky. That's expected, but Alabama looked good. Jalen Milroe looked good. Ole Miss beat the shit out of Furman, 76-0. Not surprised. Notre Dame, Texas A&M. I knew that would be a good game yesterday because I know Texas A&M's offense isn't worth a fuck. They still aren't, and Notre Dame's offense isn't really that worth a fuck either. But they could score. But they're at least decent enough to be able to score. So that game was 23-13. It was tied at halftime, like 6-6 or 10-10 or something. I saw, and then. You got Arizona and New Mexico. New Mexico led like 24-21 in the second quarter, and it ended up being 61-39. Arizona still doesn't have a defense, but their offense is crazy. And the last game I wanted to talk about, everyone's talking shit about how Michigan offense did bad in their first game, even though we still won by 20 points, and we started to pick it up in the second half, and everyone started to get better in the second half. I understand it's an embarrassing loss, but why fucking talk about us? No one's talking about how Oregon just beat Idaho Vandals, a fucking FCS team. At least Fresno State's a FBS team. At least they're in Mountain West. Fucking Idaho, they just beat Idaho Vandals by 10, 24-14. Like, what the fuck was that? Why are y'all fucking tripping out on us? Trip out on Oregon. The people who I think are eventually going to be the national champions this year just lost, or not just lost, but just barely won by 10 to an FCS team. And that is all I had to say about college ball, except for the interesting game going on tonight. Like you were talking about, I think you said LSU.
LSU, USC, two big, good programs. I just want to see what, I'm not a college fan really, but I'm interested to see what they'll look like.
That should be a good game.
It's funny because it's just funny. College football is fucking funny to me. I watched the Ole Miss game. At least the start of it, because eventually it was a blowout, but it was because it got to like 14 versus 0, and I was like, okay, I see where this is going. But the first snap of the game was a sack, and I was just like, ha, fucking college. I don't know.
I like Ole Miss.
But I want to see what they got.
Fucking
these two have really good uniforms tonight too. I watched just for the LSU outfits, honestly.
LSU does have nice uniforms. LSU, I do believe LSU will win this just because I think LSU is a better team, but I wouldn't be surprised if USC won. Both these teams kind of have a reputation in the past few years of, having a crazy high-power scoring offense with no fucking defense to stop anyone worth a fuck, so this should be a high-scoring game.
Yeah,
also, USC's first look without Caleb Williams in a while.
Who's the LSU quarterback?
Shit. You know what? I forgot his fucking name, man, because I think he wears number 7. Man, I forgot his name because he played... Is it Miller Moss? I think it's Miller Moss.
Yeah, you don't ask me, brother. We're just talking about it. I'm kind of interested. I'm trying my hardest. Like... I'm Charles Barkley. These are the San Antonio women. I'm trying.
But yeah, Miller Moss is their starting quarterback. USC's at least. I don't know who is LSU's quarterback. Is it Garrett Nussmeier? Looks like it's Nussmeier. Yep, it's Nussmeier. This is gonna be interesting, man.
Nussmeier, what a name. Okay. Yeah, but I don't have anything else to say about college ball, really.
I don't either, except go blue. I hope we win next week, even though we could make the playoffs without, and still lose a couple games now because it's a 12-team format, but I'd still rather not lose, especially to Texas. That would jump us up in the rankings. They're number 4 and we're number 9.
Hell yeah. In other ball news... 49ers rookie receiver Ricky Pearsall was just shot in the chest in an attempted robbery.
For his Rolex.
It was actually determined to be Brandon Ayuk as the shooter. This was before they got the contract deal done. And so now they have that deal done, and Ricky's fine in the hospital, and it won't happen again.
That's insane. Fucking
It's
Ricky Pearsall. Luckily, bro's alive. Sounds like he's in stable condition as well. So, speedy recovery to that man. Getting shot for your Rolex must suck ass. Like, damn.
17-year-old suspect. So that's it. It's never really the plan when you're robbing somebody, especially in public, for it to go down like that.
Oh,
So
yeah, no, I heard that there was like this, like, instead of Pearsall just giving him the shit, he, like, grabbed the gun and shit and, like, got in a struggle with him, and then that's when the trigger got pulled.
maybe he might have just got even nervous or something. I have no idea. Let's see. During an attempted robbery, a physical altercation ensued, and both people were injured. Yeah. Um. Let's see. I'm reading if he's got the other guy got shot or something.
Yeah,
No, it sounds like Ricky probably beat the shit out of him and got shot.
that could have been what happened, probably. I hear a bunch of different shit. I did hear that it did stem from some fight. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it was a
saw a video of
robbery,
him.
and then it stemmed into a fight, which stemmed into the shooting.
He got real lucky. It didn't hit anything, but
And damn, not
he's
even his fucking lungs.
nothing. It didn't hit anything. It just went out the back, and he's been dealing with a shoulder injury already. So I don't. I would. I don't know. I would probably put him on injury reserve till like at least 2 4.
Yeah, I'd put
You
him
know?
on the PUP list.
Yeah, that the pup. But yeah, I did mention the Ayuk deal. He got paid. I'm not gonna bother talking about it though, honestly, because it's been such bullshit. I'm not gonna give any more Niners any attention. Ricky gets it because he's a nice guy. I guess that didn't hasn't hurt my feelings yet in the Rams game.
That's true. He's very new. He's a rookie. He hasn't had a chance to play a game. Not even
And
a
he just got
preseason game.
shot. Yeah. But it is kind of getting annoying to have to see these 50 cent memes every time somebody gets shot. So can we just have these guys walk around with vests or something, or not on the streets of like San Francisco?
Bro, here's something they need to come up with, man. So they had bulletproof vests forever, and they're very useful. But man, I heard someone say, "Fuck a bulletproof vest, we shoot for the head," and I'm like, that's so damn true. I'm like, we need to make
Yeah,
bulletproof
but
helmets up in this bitch.
I don't know how many people actually get hit in the head though.
Yeah, I know,
You know
it's
what
a
I mean?
fucking crazy target to hit. Like, you'd have to be up point blank, or you'd have to be like a sharpshooter, because that's like one of the smaller parts on your body.
I'll be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And when these guys get like shot in videos, it's like they definitely get hit in the body, and they're just like, oh shit, and then again and again, and then
Oh,
it's hard to hit a hit, I think.
oh
But
yeah.
I wouldn't know. I use a bow and arrow when I shoot people.
Ah, like that one. Dude, that just reminded me of this shit I've seen on Instagram. It's hilarious. Man, this lady thought that 5G towers were causing COVID-19, and then you got this dude who's working on a cell tower, and he gets shot by a fucking bolt because this lady shoots him with a crossbow, not like looking to see if there's a person up there, because she's shooting the 5G tower to try and destroy it because she thinks it's causing COVID-19, and she just shot this motherfucker with a crossbow just working. Like, that's the craziest shit I ever seen in my goddamn life, bro.
Yeah, people are idiots. I thought the way you were saying this is like someone shot a power line with a crossbow. It sounded like an old story, like when they just invented power lines or something. And then you said it was because of COVID, and I was like, oh, okay, of course.
The fucking
But
mass hysteria that caused.
in other rookie receiver news, Malik Neighbors already is changing his number on his jersey to number 1, which has been retired by the Giants since 1935.
I was about to say,
So
it's been 90 years.
yeah, some Neighbors, they must be so fucking happy to have a receiver now that they did this. They were like, hey, great grand Flaherty, Ray Flaherty's number is the guy that they just retired.
You know
They
what?
had
I
to
actually
ask his
heard of him
family.
before he got his number unretired for him.
Let's see, I'm on his Wikipedia now.
Like,
It's actually his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to the wow.
Happy birthday, Ray! Woo! Yeah, that's funny. Um, he was a Los Angeles Wildcat, he played on the Yankees.
Yeah.
What are the Wildcats? The Los Angeles Wild traveling team in the first American Football League that was not based in okay. It was based in Chicago, but it was called Los Angeles Wildcats, which is weird. Um, wow, and then he played as a Yankee. Oh wait, the New York Yankees were a short-lived professional American football team. What the fuck?
Yeah. You know the San Francisco Giants, the baseball team.
Yeah.
They used to be located in New York before the New York Giants were. So that's why everyone, like, I don't know if you've ever heard it. That's why they call New York Giants. That's why they call them the New York Football Giants, because back in the day they used to have the
Oh,
baseball Giants.
gotcha. That makes sense. Thank you for the history lesson. This
Yes,
is what you should do. You should come up with some random shit every week to educate us on. You
I
could
do
pull that out
like
of your
to.
ass. I bet you could.
Yeah, I can. I have a bunch of sports fun facts, just like that one.
Hell yeah! And then he was a giant. So interesting, man.
Reception leader, receiving yard leader, receiving touchdown leader in 1932, and a seven-time first team All-Pro, as well as a 1934 NFL champion. Seems like he was deserving of his jersey being retired for the time and shit that he produced in his time.
So confused because it says his position is an end, like a defensive end, or maybe it's a tight end. Is it
And
tight
gridiron
end?
football. Oh, this is Mike Ditka type end. In gridiron, an end is a player who lines up at the end of the line of scrimmage beside the tackles. Rules state that legal offensive formation must always consist of 7 players on the end of the line, constitutes an eligible receiver. There are 2 types on offense, the split end or wide out, and tight end. So this is just old ass football terminology, just for like a tight end.
Huh. Because I read N and I was like, oh, he's about to be a fucking
He
sack leader.
And that's what I guess that's what they used to call all of them, like, cause the tight end and shit. That makes sense, cause
I'm learning.
they weren't calling them tight ends back then and shit. And they were just it was just your end. That was your end offensive lineman who was also eligible receiver because he was on the end of your line.
Hell yeah,
Oh, so
man.
he was like, oh, reception leader, receiving yard leader. Oh, so he's like the first fucking tight end worth a fuck.
Yeah, man. And
Damn,
then
they
now
dethroned Mr.
Malik
Tight
Neighbors.
End.
So good for Malik. I mean, I know in the league, if you have like a jersey, because I'm pretty sure they were already selling the number 9 jersey, and I think you have to buy all the jerseys out before you
Yep.
can change your numbers.
Yep, that's why LeBron. That's why it took LeBron a couple years to change from 23 to 6 when he was on the Lakers. But it didn't take much time when he switched back to 23 because the reason he stopped wearing 6 was because Bill Russell and the NBA basically just fucking banned anyone from wearing it. They retired it all around. So
Huh.
no more 6s. Boston Celtic, dude. If you've played 2K, this is gonna come up because this is about number retirements. Okay, the Boston Celtics. If you've played 2K or just know anything about the Celtics, you know their long history. They fucking retire everybody's jersey number, dude. Like there's maybe like 2 single digit numbers you could choose from. Well, that's not anymore because the 2 players who have them probably fucking have them. But there's only like 2 or 3 like single digit numbers available if nobody's on the team. And there's just like entire like 10 through like 20, probably not 10 through 20, but like 10, 11, 12, like 13, 15, 16, 18, 19, like all of those would be retired. Like the Celtics, if anyone needs to unretire some dudes, it's the Boston Celtics. Cause I don't know, like in the next 10 years, will they even have enough jersey numbers? Will they even have 15 jersey numbers open for a full team? Like, holy
That's
fuck.
fair.
Like this
I think
one
I
thing
saw
I
that on
do
Instagram
like.
once.
One thing I do like about the NFL better than the NBA is they're not so willy nilly to just fucking retire somebody's jersey. Like shit, man. I
Uh,
mean, basketball
who's
does
the
it a
Nuggets?
lot.
Have the Nuggets retired? Who did they retire?
Dude, we have some dude who's never even played for us retired. Like,
Fuck.
yeah, I'm gonna look up the Nuggets retired jersey numbers. We have like, okay, we have Alex English. That makes sense. Bill Russell is retired and across the entire NBA. Fat Lever makes sense. David Thompson makes sense. Okay, Dan Issel, Dikembe Mutombo. No, it's this dude, Byron Beck. One season in Denver, averaged 4.7 points in 53 games. Bro, if you played one season and you're in our retired jersey number, you better have scored like 70 points a game or some shit. What the fuck? Did he die? Watch me look this up.
Did
Like,
he
watch me look
die?
this up. He's like no, he's still alive. He's 79. What the fuck did he get retired for? I'm gonna look that up. I just looked up Byron Beck. Why is number retired? They ain't even giving me an explanation.
Because it is.
All right, Byron Beck, Hall of Famer. I guess you deserve it, or not Hall of Famer. Retired jersey number. You deserve it. But yes, Malik Willis.
Oh yeah, Malik Willis got traded for on the Packers. He's the backup because they were worried about they didn't have like a very promising backup situation, and yeah, they got him. He's an interesting kind of player, you know. I put him at running back on Madden one time, and he was the same rating, if not better.
That's insane.
So
I
yeah, if
remember
like
people thought he was gonna be the shit.
if Josh Jacobs and Marshawn Lloyd are hurt because AJ Dillon's out for the year as well. He's hurt, and so if they really need running backs, Malik Willis, you know what I'm saying? Same thing I'm saying with Trey Lance and the Cowboys.
Justin
need
Fields and
that.
the Steelers.
Justin Fields is going to be catching kickoffs, just like Kyron Williams is going to be catching punts, apparently. Just stupid. So stupid. I maybe we'll have a discussion one of these weeks about is Sean McVay overrated as a coach, because he makes me think that often. You know what I mean? Last year, he had such terrible clock management. It was just insane. And then, like, our special teams was awful. We couldn't tackle anybody.
Dude,
I don't know why.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the Saints went like fucking 10 straight seasons 7-9. Or not 10, but goddamn, it was like from 2013 or something, like 2012 to like 2017, like 5-6 years straight. They just went 7-9. I'm not surprised. This has probably been a topic for a while. I just believe the hype from the beginning half of his Saints career and or not beginning half, but the beginning part and the end part, because the beginning part and the end parts were pretty fucking good. That big middle
It's Sean
chunk.
McVay.
Oh, you said Sean McVay. Why am I thinking of Sean Payton?
Because, I mean, that's a fair thing.
Yeah.
To go 7-9 for so long, that's what Arthur Smith got fired for. You know what I mean? So,
Makes sense.
that's a good, fair point.
But yeah, on the Sean McVay, I can agree with you, because you've been telling me this for a while now, that his clock management isn't really up to par.
We didn't even fucking try to kick a game-tying field goal in the playoff game because I know we had so little faith in our kicker, but what the fuck is the difference going to be if you kick it at like their 30 and then versus punt it away and just let them drain clock like they did? Like, I felt like we were fucking close enough to try a field goal, but we were like so not into that because our kicking situation sucked. And like, they let people go. It might be a combination of Les Snead and McVay, and now I'm going to talk about Ernest Jones. But like, the trading away players for fucking nothing, like Jalen Ramsey and Ernest Jones, are both just worth fucking 5th rounders and 3rd rounders. Like, that's so stupid. Ernest Jones, I predicted him to lead the league in tackles, and that fucking take is in shambles now. But
Sean McVay
might
is
as well
Matt
stick with
LaFleur
it.
with a defense and a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, for real. It's we got lucky that our super roster worked, because we'd really be fucked if it didn't work.
Yeah, you traded a lot for that. Damn, man.
Yeah, I thought Vaughn and not re-signing Vaughn was stupid. Not re-signing Matt Gay was stupid. I mean, not re-signing Austin Corbett from the Super Bowl year was stupid. We let everybody go, and then we draft shitty replacements that don't work. Sometimes, like we got Puka and we got Kyron and we got like but like we can't draft DBs for shit. Maybe safeties, but not corners. We haven't. We drafted Trey Tomlinson, who I liked for 2 years, and he's just like a penalty machine when he plays. And it would just be the same thing as Darian Kendrick almost. Also, we fucking played Darian Kendrick, which is stupid. And I have a feeling we're gonna drop Jared Verse into coverage a bunch for some reason, which
You
is
might.
not what I don't assume that's his fucking specialty.
No, it's not.
I know he's a pressure guy, but like, can he even do that? Will we still make him do that even if he can't do that? I think the answer is yes. I don't know. Desmond Ritter got cut.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Poor Desmond. Boo-hoo. Desmond Ritter gone.
He sucks bad. He's very bad. And these fucking quarterbacks need to stop doing the damn commercials for businesses like DoorDash and Amazon. Because Michael Penix Jr. just did the same fucking thing, and he was also a Falcons quarterback. Like, why do they keep doing this? Is Georgia just reaching out to these guys like, hey, do this? It's going to be great for your career. Because like, even like, especially basketball players too. Anthony Edwards has one, I think, where he's working at like Canes or something. You know what I'm talking about? Or White Castle or something.
Yeah, I know. It's Canes, I think. Canes is fucking gross. It's literally unseasoned chicken and fries, and the only thing good about it is the sauce. I don't know how people don't like it, or how people like it.
People just like fast food, dude. I mean, I don't want to go wait at a restaurant, sit down, fucking, maybe get a seat I don't like, and then have a shitty waiter, not have time on the menu, all these things.
That's true.
If you get like a
like
thing, you're
that.
like, oh, I like the Cane's box. I'll go get the fucking Cane's box every day because it's super quick. I don't know.
I don't know. I get it. I just don't like Canes. I like Zaxby's better.
I don't eat chicken enough to know that. Like, I haven't had Zaxby's much. I'm a pizza guy. If I'm gonna order some fast food, it's gonna be pizza.
I feel
It's not
that.
fast, but you know what I'm saying. Delivery's better than fast food.
100%.
I don't want to even go out. I'm super lazy.
I don't really like fast food that much. The last place I went out to eat was Cookout, and the only thing I had really was a milkshake. And then before that, the last place I also went was Cookout, and really the only place I go is Cookout. The only fast food place I go to. And whenever I go to a pizza place, I always make sure it's fucking Mona Lisa or some other local shop, because I mean, ain't nothing wrong with fucking Domino's or Little Caesars and all them, but I just prefer the local pizzas.
If you're in the Norfolk area of Virginia Beach, that sort of area, Chinello's Pizza is my favorite pizza ever.
Chinelos is pretty good.
But if you're in the Washington area, they just got Noah Brown, which I think is a cool addition. They got like McLaurin at the obvious one, but then they got Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey, Jamison Crowder, Ben Sinnott. I think he'll do good. I'm hyped for Washington. What else happened?
I'm a little
Frank
hyped.
Gore Jr. was good in preseason, and then they got cut. Now he's on their preseason or the practice squad.
I seen that.
Jameis is rumored to be on the trade block after I predicted he would be benched for Deshaun would be benched for him.
Apparently
and
he's
then
QB3.
Huh?
Apparently he's QB3, and Dorian Thomas Robinson is better.
That's a purely based off of traits thing, I would say. Because
Probably.
like, the
Oh,
fuck can't Jameis do that Joe Flacco can? I
damn.
don't know. But who else got fucking cut and added? Did y'all cut anybody?
I don't think we cut anybody.
Deuce Vaughn is making the roster after there was some question on that.
Wow. He made it?
Oh, that fucking rugby guy on the Chiefs got cut.
That's not too surprising.
I mean, fullback or something. Can you not do that? Can you not like just be like a Kyle Juszczyk?
You
I don't
can,
know.
but some teams don't scheme with fullbacks. There's only like 2 or 3 teams that I know that use fullbacks.
They should do it more. Like it shouldn't be a primary position like Jim Brown MVP or whatever, but fucking do something. Make him a Swiss Army knife. Put him in motion. Do like Puka sometimes lined up at fullback last year. I
Puka.
don't know. I like variety.
Yeah, me too. I like when Zeke lines up at center.
We cut Boston Scott. I don't fucking know why. We're stupid. We're really stupid. I don't know.
Because the only times he ever had good games was against the Giants.
You know what? I believe in him. Former first round pick Lewis Cine or something got cut by the Vikings and is now a Jet.
Oh, I saw that too.
That's cool.
Lewis Sign, I think.
That's fine. I think that's all I can really find for now on the interesting roster cuts. Besides Gable Stevenson, former gold medalist, and then fucking WWE failure, was then signed by the Bills, and he got cut from there too. So, rest in peace, your career. You could have just dedicated it to UFC, but no. You had to go do everything else.
But no.
But yeah, and then to end it all, or end all the football talk, me and Caleb have a bet going into the year. I'm betting him $15 that Dak Prescott will throw more interceptions than Kyler Murray, assuming they don't get hurt.
Yes. I don't think that'll be the case. I think Kyler will throw more than Dak. That's
He's like Yoda, bro. He's like quarterback Yoda. You know, he's out there using the force and shit. He's not gonna. He's gonna be an MVP candidate again this year, I bet. And it's gonna piss me off when we play him.
he's gonna do it. Kyler better be good in fantasy. I have him in 2 fantasy teams, even though he's my backup.
He's gonna do it.
He usually does.
Shake on it, $15. But anyway, real quick, Caitlin Clark breaking more records, setting the all-time 3-pointers made by a rookie in a single season, getting her 86th against Connecticut Sun. And I mean, I'm not a fucking WNBA hardcore by any means, but obviously Caitlin Clark is a fucking what's a polarizing figure, and so when something happens with her, I like to talk about it a little bit, give her a little bit of praise, because WNBA, you know, it'd be cool if everybody was talking about it all together again. Not again, it never. Again, as in when the season started, it's kind of falling off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but it happened.
Happy for her. We'll see how she is. Hopefully, she stays healthy. And I think that's all we got for ball sports. Yeah. Well, I got a couple other things. 2 college things that almost made Shenanigans of the week. There was a Western Michigan game where a player fucking leapfrogged over a referee for no reason. And there was another game where it was like a read option play, and the quarterback gave it to the running back, and then he ran after the running back and fucking tripped him up with his legs and stuff. It was stupid.
He said, "Hold up, I made the wrong option.
Give it back."
Give it back."
That'd be funny, dude. I tried doing the Madden triple option earlier, and I fucking messed it up. I pressed L1 to lateral it. It didn't work. I don't know. It's stupid. But if the Commanders' offense is anything like the in the game, it's gonna be a lot of college type of, ticky tacky shit for Jaden to be like comfortable. A lot of motion, a lot of triple option, read option stuff, short passes, scheduled shit, QB runs. But
QB
yeah,
run.
that's all for balls. Balls are done. Next is punches and kicks and fighting stuff before we wrap up and get to the shenanigan of the week. UFC 306 will be happening September 6th, right? Where's the date?
September 14th.
I am wrong. But fucking Sean O'Malley is really the only interesting fight on there, I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say, these don't seem too interesting.
They're not. They fumbled the hell out of this card, and they just better hope that a large Mexican crowd wants to go buy these tickets that are going to be super expensive for, Mexicans to afford. Because money is not worth as much down there. But starting with the main card, Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osborne. I don't know what you know about Ode Osborne, but he's not that good. So
I was about to say, I was going to go Ronaldo Rodriguez just based off of the records. Then the next guy, I don't know, but it's hard. 15-1 versus 13-1, so I cannot go off a record for this one.
I'm going to go off aura. Daniel Zellhuber. I think Esteban Ribovic just looks like he should be bagging up my fries somewhere. I don't know.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm going Daniel. He should win. He's fucking like 5 inches taller and has an entire 8-inch reach advantage.
Now lightweight?
Yeah.
Dude, he's at 6'1". Yeah. Yeah, he does have a better reach advantage. His arms are long.
This dude's a large lightweight. Oh my god.
Look at his arms, like full body. His arms go almost, definitely halfway down his thighs. I don't know. That's not normal. Got some long arms.
Jesus fucking Christ. That dude.
Yeah, I got Zellhuber.
Yeah, I got him too.
And then Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. I gotta go Diego.
I gotta go Diego too. Is this gonna be one where we completely agree on it until the very end?
Probably. But yeah, Diego Lopez, I just think he's the more powerful striker at this point in their career. Brian takes a lot of time off, and he's strong, and he's, but I don't think it's the same.
I hear a lot of Diego Lopez
trying to go to lightweight. He's popular because of his emo mullet, and Brian, I've hated him since like his Volkanovski fight. He was just a douchebag on The Ultimate Fighter, in my opinion. So I don't like him, but yeah, he's also popped his shoulder out of place a bunch of times, and he was popped for steroids when he came into the UFC. So I think he's like fragile in ways that someone who had done steroids at a time would be. Kind of like TJ Dillashaw's shoulder. But yeah, go Diego. Never popped for steroids. And next up, Alexa Grasso versus Shevchenko. I think at this point in Shevchenko's career, she's sticking to one style, and she's not going to stop doing that because it's worked for her so long. But I think Grasso has beat her twice, or they fought twice now. And I I don't know. I think Grosso's just got it figured out. It's like wait for her to make a mistake on the striking because she's so comfortable all the time, and then fucking grab her and grapple her.
I got
Alexa.
Alexa Grasso on this one too, just because Valentina personally, she was probably my number 2 woman's goat in MMA, but Valentina's getting a little old, so I'm gonna have to go Grasso on this one.
I do agree. Except for now, I got Sean O'Malley. I'm either knocking out Marab or piecing him up for 5 rounds. If he doesn't knock him out, Marab's chinny. It's how he's got hurt before. And O'Malley loves that knee.
I got Marab hugging his way to a decision, like he usually does. I like him. I like his antics outside of the cage a lot. His fights can be boring, but I mean he's a fucking strong ass dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of interesting to watch him, like how much of a difference it was Aljamain versus Cejudo, and then Marab versus Cejudo. I know that's a matchup, like a different matchup than striker fucking wrestler, but still, like Marab fucking was manhandling Cejudo compared to what fucking Aljamain did.
Yeah, Marab was also bigger than Cejudo, and Cejudo cracked him with a left hook.
I remember that.
Yeah, I think
Cejudo's still the shit. I thought Cejudo won that fight. I'm not gonna lie, against Aljamain.
25 minutes is a long time to not get KO'd by Sean O'Malley, in my opinion. Even Peter Yan was having a rough time on the feet with Sean. So, and then I think Sean will have something from Marab. He's either going to have grappling he didn't expect or that knee. Because Marab's just, I don't know, man. I think he's already short enough to just hit it standing, but he's going to be shooting down anyway. So, we'll see, man. Sean O'Malley by a fucking knee to the head, though, is what I'm saying.
I got Marab. He will be the hugging man. And I will be the buzzing
Honest
man.
prediction. One other thing to wrap up here before we get heading out. Vince McMahon is they're gonna make a Netflix show about him, I think.
What about how much of a piece of shit he is?
Yeah. Like, it says it's gonna be like Tiger King or something. So maybe they were recording shit and then all that stuff started going down anyway, and then it says 4 years of production. So yeah, they've been doing this since either since the scandal a while ago or it just happened in the middle of this recording.
Damn, dude.
But yeah.
Well,
I'd watch it. It's coming out this 25th of September on Netflix.
I would too. That's interesting. And Vince McMahon is a part of my childhood, even though I wasn't a WWE child, but still, I've seen so much of his clips and stuff. Fucking bro's the CEO and was just as popular and on as many fucking shows, and bro was in matches and shit. I mean, he wasn't a combatant for real, but he was so fucking heavily involved in so many storylines and everything. And then everything went to shit, and it's also his fault they went to shit, and it's also his fault that the story writing and PG era and all that bullshit. But but Triple H is bringing it back. All my friends who are WWE fans are saying WWE is better than it's been in forever.
Yeah, they're liking it. But I don't know. I disagree with some of the characters. I didn't like Roman Reigns being in control for all those fucking years. That's lame to me. And then, they give a guy named Ricochet this social media championship because of how many clicks he gets or views or whatever, and then they let him go. And I'm I loved Ricochet. He was an acrobatic, awesome wrestler, and I have no idea why they let him go. So it's just I don't care. I like Rhea Ripley, you know what I'm saying?
I think everyone loves that storyline.
Which one? With him, Dominic and shit?
Yeah. And what's happening right now with Liv and shit.
I can't stand him. No, he's an idiot. He's just a big pussy. That's his whole character. I hate that. That's stupid. Like, I don't know. I bet I beat Dominic Mysterio's ass in real life.
That's probably his character.
I don't care. But did you have anything else before we start getting out of here?
I didn't. Just wanted to say, hope y'all enjoyed the episode. And before we get out of here, I did want to say that the best tag team / WWE duo of all time is an underrated one, and it is actually Booker T and Mr. Goldust.
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 Yeah, man. Goldust is my boy. I like him too. So I agree with you. And so if you have nothing else,
I have nothing else to say.
The shenanigan of the week.
Alrighty.
The shenanigan of the week.
Fucking Minnesota and North Carolina were playing a football game the other day, and then the game comes down to a field goal. Minnesota kicks it 19-17, looking to take the lead by one in the last seconds, and they fucking missed the kick. But holy shit, this idiot in the fucking production stand hit the button to set off the fireworks at home. And so they set the fireworks off in their home stadium as if they won the game with that field goal. But in reality, it was Go Tar Heels 19-17. Woo!
That's fucking hilarious, dude. I think how pissed do you think fans were at the game after seeing that shit, after all those fireworks? They must have been so pissed.
Did they ever storm the? Did they ever storm out of anger?
I don't know, actually. I've never seen that. I don't think they do. I know Tennessee will storm when they beat fucking Alabama and tear the entire goalpost down and carry it through the fucking city with them. But
it's insane. College is crazy.
College is crazy. That is one thing you have got to admit. No matter whether you like the college game or not, college fans get fucking crazy, and the atmosphere is something different. It is something crazy.
I'm looking forward to LSU UFC tonight, and then football starts on Thursday.
Woo!
React to week 1.
All right, that's gonna be great. I can't wait. It was a good episode. Thanks everyone for watching, listening, whatever the fuck. We're gonna get out of here, and we will see you all in the next episode. Probably some NFL stuff to talk about. Peace out.
Also, I think I'm gonna get an outro for the show.
Yes, keep watch for an outro.
Yeah.
Peace.